Years ago, when we were living in Philadelphia, I was a teacher, and in the morning, Kathy would go off to work early, and I would send the kids off to school, and then I'd clean the house up in the morning. And I had a record on, and it was a Christian musician, and he had put the music, Isaiah 53, and the song went like this. It's from Isaiah 53, where it's talking about Jesus, and it says, "And the results of his suffering he shall see, and he'll be satisfied." And I was emptying the dishwasher or something, and I wasn't having a quiet time. I wasn't even thinking about this. And then all of a sudden I said, wait a minute. The results of his suffering he shall see, and he'll be satisfied? Wait a minute. Jesus Christ suffered infinitely. Jesus Christ suffered an infinite debt. He suffered at depths that we will never know about. What could be so valuable to him? What could be so satisfying to him that it would be compensation for that? Think of his infinite agony. Think of his infinite torment. What could be so satisfying and fulfilling and valuable to him that he could look at it and say, it's all worth it? Me. You, if you're his. In other words, I said, wait a minute, my forgiveness, my healing, he looks at me and he's satisfied, he gets joy, he's consoled for that. I said, wait a minute, my rationality started going crazy. I started not just knowing this, I'd known this. Of course I'd known this. I was teaching at a seminary. I started beholding it. And I said, wait a minute, if this is true, why am I bored? Why am I unhappy? Why am I worried? And why am I mad? You see? And I knelt down. Now you can't program that. You can't say, give me that record, please. I can't even get it out. It doesn't help anymore. You see, he's not a tame lion. You don't have him in your pocket. This is the adventure of Christianity. Christianity is not a code. Sometimes you'll have a quiet time in the morning and it just warms your heart a little bit. Other times, the truth will bubble up and it'll overflow your mind. It'll electrify every part of you and you'll never forget it. Somebody says, how does that happen? You have to seek it. You have to know it's possible. You can go back into chapter 2. See, John actually says, if you're not experiencing God like this, well, if you're not experiencing God, he says, are you obeying God? Remember the 3 tests? Are you obeying God? Is your conscience clear? If you are disobeying God and your conscience is always bad, you're never going to experience this. And then he says, secondly, do you have fellowship with other Christians? Are you praying with them? Are you talking with them? Are you building each other up? If you don't have fellowship with other Christians, if you're living your life in isolation, you're never going to experience this. And then he says, take the doctrine, study the truth, sit down and reflect on it, ask God to show it to you, and at some point you'll behold it.